this as well. Yeah. Just gotta jump into it because after the last time I did kind of try to look and see what cards I could get to improve, but it turns out the only cards I could really get that would improve my deck are kind of ridiculously hard to get. And I had the game had caused me to get headaches and stuff, so I've kind of not done it since last time. But I did do a practice run, so I know I can get past the gauntlet. What's the Taylor's oldest time? What part? It's just hard. It's the part that's hard to get. Oh yeah, it's chat up. Could be. Oh yeah, I see you now. Here we go. Yeah, I was hoping I could try, and the reason I did the test run was actually because I was hoping to see if I could that option where it was like let settle die or save him. I was hoping if I chose the other option and let him die, it would like save that I'd beat everybody else and let me free duel against them to get their cards. But it was like another fake choice. It was just the script thing I'd read misrepresented what happened. It said game freezes, but it really should have said it reverts to like text 5 or text option whatever whatever number it is in the list. Text dialogues. Do another one as that, but she does have Gate Guardian. What was I saying? I'm like, I forgot what I was talking about. Alright, so what was it? So I failing. I think my brain's bloody malfunctioning. What was it saying? What was the point I was trying to make? God, I don't think I can remember. I guess we just move on. Have you been failing? What's that? Is that like a cozy blanket? Is the chat's disappearing again? I need to increase this. Get chart back up. All right, now I remember. So I was looking at the cards that they can get, because I was trying to figure out if there was a way to get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but it turns out you literally can't even play Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as like a card. Oh. I need to shift this over and block and chat. Good. Internet died last night. What was it? just got set up on the different fader for a bit. It's just been a comfy morning, music, coffee and resting. I've been a bit worried about my internet going down as well. We've had that storm coming through. It just seems to be sticking around for a long time. And, oh, I think that was a right, yeah, right, left, right. I don't know why they've decided to, like, the new internet cables are on, like, the wires from the telephone lines, whereas the old ones used to be underground, so I'm a bit more worried that something's going to come and break the internet line. Like a tree branch or something. Oh, right. I'm just spam through this because we've read this multiple times. I'm going to laugh if this just works on the first try. One of those atmospheric rivers or a winter storm. It's been quite windy. It's rainy and windy. I actually have a river across the road that has there's quite a deep valley down to the river. It's usually, the part across the road from me is usually only like knee height. Just now if I was to go in, it's probably like almost 2 times my height at the minute. Luckily, because it's like a steep hill on both sides of the river, it doesn't really flood. But man, it like really looks like it's going to go over the banks. It's been upsetting the foxes as well, man. They were screaming the other night. It's not even because it's like the rain's so heavy, it's just because it's been constant. It does happen in a couple of times in the year, but it's like the longest I've seen the river that high for like weeks. Usually it goes up for a couple of days and then it like levels back out. But there's a lot of foxes that live in the banks, so I think they've been freaking out over all the high water. I don't actually know where they've gone to, because I've not heard them since 2 or 3 days now. I'm gonna be sad if he beats this, because this is as strong as I can get. Yeah. You know, the night that they were screaming, I used I have like that head torch, but I've got like one of those like really strong head torches, so I've not really used it outside at night before. I kind of used it like a handheld flashlight and like looked out the window to see if I could see any of them. And man, it was like I was using like a spotlight, one of those huge spotlights, just looking across the road. Oh, it was crazy. Like a big searchlight. What would be moon? I don't think the foxes liked it though, because they went very quiet after I put it on. I don't think I've ever seen that card. It's kind of funny. Oh my god, just enough to beat him. So I've kind of learned that if the opponent never puts a face down, it's better to sacrifice a card. Oh. God, it flagged sharp, really? Yeah, I'd probably shut up if someone started shining a searchlight in my direction. The power of the sun at night, they're probably what the hell. Oh my god, I'm about to actually get this for once. Actually, I'm better keeping that just in case I can get through more of this trash stuff. Let's do that. I feel like it's better to just try and chuck my hand if I can if I don't have any equips, because you can the enemies can always seem to get over things. Getting more one-headed Thunder Dragon out. So let me do that and then I'll leave this out last. Because that'll be over Dark Magician. Oh, where is all my equips? My one twin-headed Thunder Dragon as well. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I know he can have strong cards, but I guess if he's not getting them, I might as well just push while I can. This is the RNG we needed last time. Oh, there we go. That works in twin-headed Thunder Dragon, doesn't it? Yeah. Do this, hopefully I can just get over and end it this turn. Should be 2200 or 27 because it's the right field, I guess. That's clean. Oh god. The classic. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to fight this guy before Settle. I thought Settle was going to be next. What even is... Yeah, it is that one. That actually has like a good effect. It's just a shame this game doesn't have any effects. I think that's if you flip it from defense to attack, it sends a card from the field back to the hand. Which I guess wouldn't really affect this game too much, to be fair. I'm getting really unlucky with these equips. I wonder if somebody I need to switch from using Moon. Can't remember if it's him or Seto is the only problem. This is where I need... Oh my... I don't know if I should get rid of this as well, honestly. This might just be a hand wipe here, I think. Hard to go, had to go and see it. Resume that flag about being lucky equips. Kinda don't want to get rid of Dark Hole just in case, but I kinda need to get through the hand fast. Or through the cards fast. Oh my god. Oh. Geez. So I could get 3,300 out. Yeah, keep the equip. This only works on Thunder Dragon. You know, I may as well keep it because it's not going to do anything if I put it out. Actually, I've lost here anyway. Because no matter which one he attacks with, he's going to have enough to beat me. Oh well, there goes. I guess we're not going to have to worry about beating it the first try. Oh yeah, I forgot he also gets another summon anyway. And he's not even going to show us what his other set is. Just just did it because he could. Alright, well. This is about what we expected. I'm honestly at the point where if I don't beat this in today's stream, I'm probably just going to do it off stream. Just put the recording up on YouTube. Oh. I feel like this is like what, the 5th stream of this game. I feel like it's just going on too long. Especially since we've not made any progress in the last 2. Oh no. I think if they remade this game today, they would put saves in between the bosses or like halfway through or something. See, this is what we need. This is exactly what we needed that last game. that would have been perfect. So we were one hand away from getting it. I know that's not really the way it works, but I like to believe it's how it works. Redo this. It's a shame using the small meteor dragon like that, but do what we need to, I guess. We can get in. You know, it really doesn't matter getting another one, so let's just... €30,000 total. made it to 30,001. Graveyard in the Hand of Invitation. That's a really long name, jeez. So it was right, left, right. You know, I like how this is just permanently ingrained in my mind now. I've done this game, it will never be useful again. Had to input it that many times. Come on, get best dialogue. Right. Were any of you checking out my YouTube channel by any chance? I've started seeing because I've been uploading in it for at least like half a year now, and the pattern's been that, you know, people might watch like 5-10 minutes max, or like specific episodes they'll watch. Quite a lot of the time in that specific episode, but I've started seeing regular people. Like, it looks like I've got a regular person coming. I'm just like curious who it is. Even like one of like my really old videos got a full watch last night. I'm just like, damn, finally. Someone's appreciating my videos. What did you have? What food did you make? Sunstick. I guess we beat him no matter what, really. I keep forgetting that this is like the guys we beat already. Salmon's so salmon. You know, I don't know if I've ever heard of a salmon sandwich before. Like, I've heard of like a salmon bagel. I guess it's a similar concept. You know, I do have multiple options here, so it's... What else did you put in with a salmon in a sandwich? I'm actually curious. Let's keep one in the hand just in case. Moon? Is there anything high defense moon? watched a video recently that was explaining that modern bread's essentially just a type of cake. I can't believe it. I've been lied to my whole life. Oh my god, just bear with. I don't even think just American bread, because when you look at UK bread, it still has a lot more additives than historical bread would have. Because like old bread should just be wheat, like wheat flour and water and like yeast. It shouldn't have like all these baking soda and there's sugar in it as a preservative. Salt. I guess salt's okay, but they started putting soy in the bread as well. Now I can't eat most bread. Yeah, but it's like, oh, it's not just the preservatives. There's like 20 ingredients in UK bread apparently. They bleach the flour as well. Like that's such like a weird. They make it look whiter because they're like, yeah, people will like it better if it looks more white. I'm just like, I don't feel like it's a good thing to just be eating large amounts of can't even think of the word. Bleach. I mean, I guess it has to be safe or they wouldn't be allowed to legally sell it, but I'm like, over time, you know. Oh my god, of course this is the exact same thing that happened last time. I just needed equip. Get one equips. That's not the right equip. Right. So what was this? This was Fire, Thunder, and Rock. And unfortunately the bloody dragon doesn't count as a fire. Good to know now. I can give you guys some for the next time they pop up and Discord about bread. The funny thing is the UK had laws, was like one of the first countries to put laws about bread because we get rid of that. Back in like medieval times, farmers were like trying to put stuff like sawdust and bones, like bone dust into the bread to make it fill out more. And the king was like, well, we can't be having people eat that. So he made a law. So you've got laws that say how much like flour content needs to be in a bread, but it doesn't specify all the other stuff as much, like that old law, because obviously it didn't really exist. Finally. Extra fiber, yeah. I guess at least you would get some sort of nutrients out of eating bones, but I feel like it'd be bad for your teeth over time. You know what bothers me so much, right? This is it tells you this is a dark in the top right of that card, right? This works specifically for dark types and yet it doesn't work on that, but it works on Thunder Dragon for some reason. That's the way history was. We're saying Frostpunk got the idea. Probably better go moon. Oh, you're saying that to fail and actually that's alright then. Yeah, well, oh my. Okay, I was just barely over that. Man, I was playing Frostpunk a couple of, like, that was actually probably like a month ago now, to get that no one dies of the cold or illness thing. That was a hard achievement to get. I'll just summon Dark Magician, why not? I actually did a stream one time where I tried to beat Frostpunk on hard mode. I managed to beat the default level on hard mode, but I never went back to finish any of the other the thing that hides in the one. Couldn't even imagine trying to do it on the Autumn one, man. That thing is ridiculously hard. Okay, now it's settle time. Let's see how many ultimate dragons he's going to pummel us with. This the power salesman time. We slap the ball. There he goes. Frostpunk looks interesting when I think picked up some point, just never got around. I like the first one. I got the second one when it came out, but I really didn't enjoy that as much. If you've got the first one, I'd recommend the first one at least. You get to choose between being a fascist or being a religious. You know, I've never done the religious one, so I don't actually know how far that goes, but maybe that's the same. Becoming a cult or becoming a fascist government. Pretty sure it was the first one, yeah. Okay, let's see, how nice is he going to be? We don't have a bad hand, but probably try and get rid of a lot of this junk. Very good son. Alright, fingers crossed. No, okay. Come on. What the hell? I love how he just always sees it right at the beginning. Alright. We've got one equipped, that one that gets to 4,000. I feel like this one may be a rip. Especially if he summons a second. Oh no, he's doing that. Okay, okay. Now, unfortunately, that means that's probably widespread ruin, which means if we get over that, we can't even attack him. Let's go back a bit. We just need to keep filtering out our hand until we get equips. We did have one game the last time where we managed to overcome all of these Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons, so it's possible. Six. Oh my god, a bloody wrong equip, are you kidding me? Do you think we can save it? Because I don't think I can attack because of this. You know, let me just spam all of these, why not? Make sure it doesn't work. Yeah. Rip. Yeah, widespread rune anyway. Yeah. Oh well. If only we'd seen the other equip, I could have just left it on the field at 4,500 and been good. Nice, Leffy, man. You know, I wish it wouldn't take me all the way out to this menu because at that time I almost accidentally started a new game. That would have been bad. Leave, yeah, I've got to leave, go back in. Jeez, that was fast. There's my arch nemesis, Jono, again. Never mind the bad guy, this guy. He knows what he did. Oh, that's not great. Oh, well. I should do this or save it and try and get a thunder. Maybe worth trying to get a thunder. Alright. Oh man, I watched that My Hero Academia yesterday. The finale. What was that? I think the squirrels are in the attic. Not again. Best get the cage out. Yep, they're definitely up there. Put another one out. Better save those. You know, I'm all for nature, like letting nature live around you, man, but why does nature have to come into my house? You know, apparently squirrels make like a purring noise when they're angry. Kinda funny. Just try to be menacing and it just sounds like it's purring. Because last year they got in the attic and I got one of those like live catch cages, and I had to go up in the attic to get the cage, and it was just freaking out, and it would just like stand there like I don't know if it's kind of like growling, but it just sounds like purring. I was just like, really? You know, the funny thing with that story is the room I'm in just now used to be my bedroom, and this is like they come in the vents on this side of the house. So I used to hear them running around above me at night, and I kept saying to my family, like, I think we've got like mice or rats or something in the attic, and nobody believed me. And I'm sitting there telling them, like, I can hear them running around every night, and I kept trying to like prove to them that they were there. And they didn't believe me, and this went on for like a year. And then eventually one day I went up and I just saw this like big fat square sitting in the attic. And I was like, I have proof. I've been vindicated. But you know, it wouldn't be too bad if they were. They're really destructive is the only thing. My mum used to when she used to buy stuff for Christmas in advance and get it cheaper. So she used to see like the chocolate boxes and stuff early in the year, and she'd put them in suitcases and put them up in the loft to keep them like out the way. So one year she uses, it was 2 years ago maybe, she uses the suitcase I bought to go to Canada. It's also like a hard plastic shell suitcase, and I go up because I can hear the squirrels. This is why I bought the cage. They chewed through the zip, got into the suitcase, and like ate like 2 halves of boxes at After Eights. They didn't even finish like the whole box. So apparently squirrels really like After Eights. They didn't touch any of the other chocolate, just specifically the After Eights. So then we took all the chocolate out of the attic after that, because we were like, well, we can't just leave food up there if they're going to get into it. And we had to bin quite a lot of it because they were chewing on the boxes and stuff, and they got into a couple of them. And they didn't have any more food up there now, right? So they start going through all the Christmas decorations. And you know how you get the Christmas decorations that have that's an attack, isn't it? Fuck. Forget to do that sometimes. They have like the fake berries, fake pine cones, and like little... Do they have fake fruits? I guess they are just berries usually. So we go up to get the Christmas stuff, and we find all of the berries have been chewed, so they're all made of styrofoam, by the way. But the squirrels have just been eating all of this. You can fascinate a squirrel with After Eight. So they eat all of the like polystyrene like berries on all the Christmas decorations, and we're just like, how are they still alive at this point? What else did they started going in My mum puts potpourri bags in all the Christmas stuff to help it smell better because the attic's a bit musty smelling. They start eating all the potpourri because it's got like dried orange slices and stuff in it. And we're just like, how would it like? And then the best part is, so after all of that, they get into like the tree ornaments. So these are all like glass and plastic, so they don't even look like food. But the little, you know, the Christmas jingle bells, we had one that's like maybe an inch in diameter with like little holes and slits cut into it. And they pried it open to get the little ball inside. I'm assuming they must have thought it was a nut or something. But I'm like handling it after I found it, and you know, I'm struggling to like bend the metal with my thumbs. I'm just like, how did the squirrel pry this open? Like, squirrels are crazy, man. And then that's why I bought the cage, because I was like, they were just destroying everything up there. Luckily, we had like people had bought my mum crystal Christmas ornaments for hanging on the tree at some point. They were out of the box, but they kind of landed on the insulation stuff, so they didn't break. But there was a lot of broken Christmas ornaments up there. I'm like, she's lucky the day one never got smashed as well. No way, dragon has that one. Okay. I might get rid of this, honestly. The worst part is I caught it and nobody was in the house with me at the time, and I don't drive, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody with a car, so I had this squirrel in a cage freaking out, and I was like, I don't know if that cage is going to keep it in there long enough, because it kept jumping on the back, which was, if you pull it in it would have opened, so I was worried he would eventually like accidentally figure out how to open the cage. So I had to walk maybe about, there's a park not too far from my house, probably just under a mile from my house, but it's like over a river. So I walked carrying this cage down the road. I let it go in the park. I come home and people are like, is that even far enough? So I googled, how far can a squirrel remember? Apparently a squirrel like can travel like not that they can travel, but they like regularly travel like 2 to 2.5 miles away from like their house, or like where they like live. They might have like actually been to the park before, and they could have just came back. And I was like, all that effort, it probably is the same squirrel that's back up there again, honestly. Why did he destroy that last turn? Let's change field. Actually, it might be rats this time, because apparently my dad said he saw a rat the other day. I'm worried that they're trying to get into my veggies. Yeah, you know what, we need to get through our hand. You know, I put birdseed out for the little robins, and apparently everything but the little robins have been eating it. I've seen them getting a little bit behind, they get chased away too often. What is that? 37. Get rid of this or to use it. I might keep it just in case. It'd be funny if you could mix two of those and get the quadruple-headed Thunder Dragon. I better keep that in attack. Nah, I'm still going to take like 1,000. Oh my god. Bloody blue eyes. Let's see, blue eyes. We could get a 33 out, get rid of blue eyes at least. Get rid of this. Oh god. We had a nice problem back where I used to live. Got into the room with all the dog food and everything. Was just an absolute terror. Did the same thing too when my dog came back for something. Like, I feel like it would injure them more to do that. I'm amazed that they can like chew through that with like no repercussions. Yeah, so I just have to hope this thing isn't. Oh no, I've got 2,800. Never mind. Oh well. Man, this game really just feels like if you don't get what you need right at the beginning, you're just kind of done. Well, I guess if I did get 2 equips there, I could have survived, but. It's interesting trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh without all of the support cards that like let you search for things or not free drill. Or like shuffle your hand into your deck and get a new hand or something. I mean, I guess you just do that every turn, but then you can't like go through like 2 hands in 1 turn kind of thing. Yeah, the no save thing is like the major thing. It's just the fact you need to like get lucky 6 times in a row. Julie Grounds. It sucks as well that even if I beat them and I get a good card, I then lose the card. You know, it doesn't just send you back and then be like, I'll try again. It like completely removes everything from you. They essentially need combos like that every game. 3 or 4 card combo minimum. I know I keep saying like, oh, it's sad because you don't have the effects, but I guess at least the enemies don't get the effects either. It is kind of weird that the game lets them cheat though. Like fake difficulty kind of stuff there. I guess I don't know if it would be quite cheating, but it's just they can play things that you have like no possible way of attaining. It kind of feels like cheating at that point. Guardian had a lot. Right, left. Ain't it funny? Because in some ways it feels harder than like Souls-like game. There's like a sense of like unfairness in this that you don't even get in Souls games. It's weird. Like usually the longest I get stuck in a Souls game is like a couple of hours on something, but this has been days, days at this point. And you know, in a Souls game, it's like, oh, you can go away and like train up and come back, but it's like I've already done everything again, realistically. I mean, I guess there is cards I could try to get, but it's just they're like so ridiculously hard to get. It might take me like weeks just to get them. Let's do... Because there's no true skill to it, right? You can just get good at reading the attack pattern and dodging. There's different. Yeah. The funny thing is though with Souls games, I don't ever actually memorize the patterns. I just like I just try instinctively dodge everything. Probably why I get so frustrated with them, to be fair, but another Thunder Dragon out. You know, I don't know about me bragging much, it doesn't usually work very well. Nice armadillo. What can I say? You know, it's the classic Souls like get good. Get good. Nah, it's like I usually just over level and instinctively play those games. I don't really think I would do well if I was to try and do a like no level up challenge or something. Who's this? Is this still the little guys? I was actually trying to plan to do a challenge run for Elden Ring, but it's a modded one. I'm trying to do I wanted to do a Sekiro mod for it, but it apparently doesn't work anymore. So I've kinda... What was that? 35? 31. Kind of, the closest one I could find was the Executor from Elden Ring. And I playtested it a little, so I've got it to work, but I just don't know when to do it. I feel like it'd probably just be like a one-off kind of deal, because it is quite easy, I'll admit. I see why they didn't put that level of parry in Elden Ring. I don't know, I was originally thinking of trying to get an Elite Challenger on Elden Ring, but the idea of repeatedly playing the same game over and over again doesn't really sit well with me. It's kind of why I ended up doing this like old games thing and challenge, to like challenge myself to beat games I never beat in the past instead. I don't know how those people like, because I've watched people that do the Elden Ring challenges and they like just always play the one game. I'm just like, how do you, how are you like, okay? Like, I know people say getting into a schedule is good for you and like that, but it's like one of the things that's like weird about me is like that actually causes me more like stress for some reason. Do I be okay sitting there restarting the game like 30 times to get a good RNG? Yeah, I mean that's true for this game as well apparently. Like I might have done it if I knew it was a thing. With the opening to get Raigeki instead of Dark Hole. Is there a reason? Just go blue. I don't even think that, you know, restarting the game like that would be too bad if it was like for a specific thing, but then it's like they finished the specific thing and then they're like, oh, now to do all over again. I'm just like, I don't understand how they do that part. Actually, if I had sun, it would be perfect, but you are, yeah. The same with my woodworking as well, because you're kidding me, man. Ugh. If this was a dragon instead of this, it would have been beautiful, right? Let's get rid of the 2. With my woodworking, I like to try and like not do the same projects over and over again, but then when I was trying to make a business out of it, I was like wanting to like get into like bigger projects so I could do like tables and stuff that would be like each time I do it, it'd be like something different. But I couldn't really find the market for it. And then my family were like, oh, just set up like an online shop and just sell nothing but your cutting boards and that. I don't know, the idea just kind of ruined the whole thing for me. Ooh, we're moving. Ooh, right. Let's get rid of the big one. Oh, fuck. I think he's 50 short. No, he's not. He's 50 over. Oh. That's always an option that the game can do. It's because I mentioned Raigeki. He's like, I'll show you Raigeki. Like, you don't have one of these? Or little Karibo. Come cheer me up, Karibo. Guy's taking his time. Where actually is he? There he is. He's jumping. Blinky eyes. Anything else I was thinking of doing? There was actually another Elden Ring video I wanted to try and do at one point. That was going to be like, how hard would Elden Ring be if you had like max stats, but like 0 health stat? It would just like be one shot every time. So I'd essentially have to do like a no hit challenge, but with like max damage. I was like, I wonder. Oh, just these views, that's right. Baby's first no hit run. Well, not no hit, but because it's not like I would reset if I got hit, but it would just mean that any time I got hit, I would die and have to go back to the previous grace, I guess. again, I never tried to commercialise my beanies for everyone's Christmas ones and just got so tired of them I haven't touched a pair since. Yeah. And that was an attack. Wait, why is he playing? That is weird. That's sneaky. Why did he play that and face down attack? He could have bloody beaten my thing. What? Am I missing something? What the hell is he toying with me? What's going on? Alright, I guess I'll take a free turn. It was just because I'm like, well, he's good. Oh, it's in defense. Let's see. Oh, wait, I get it. It's because I'm Sun, so if he attacks me, I get plus 500. I forget that. I forgot that was a feature. Like, why the hell is he not attacking? Okay, I figured it out. Damn, I thought we were getting lucky and this was just going to be the run where nobody wanted to attack me. They were all just feeling bad for me, like, you know what, just let me have this one. Oh my god, like why am I getting like all of the good cards now? Like this guy, I don't need all of these for this guy, you know what I mean? The game's petty system. It's just like, damn, he's been playing this for like he's been stuck on this part for 3 days of in-game time. Penguin Knight? Is that the... What is Penguin Knight actually? I know there's Penguin Soldier. That it? You know, like, what was it? Was it 2 or 3 years ago now? When I was first getting into the woodworking, I wanted to like do something special for Christmas. So I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll start making everybody something for Christmas instead of just buying them stuff, and it'll be like more personalised and it'll actually like have more value, like meaning to it. I made everybody stuff for Christmas, and then, you know, everybody just complains. Never done it again. Oh. Why is he so fluffy? Is that not being he's a baby penguin? Alright. I wish I could sometimes. Oh my god, we've got a good hand. Okay. I thought I was just going to get Thunder Dragon out, but we can do this one. See, this is what I find funny, right? We're going to get all of these like great hands, and then we'll get to like the tough tough guys and then I'll just get like all the crap hounds. Might as well do this and get some damage in. If this works one more turn, we could beat this guy at least. Let's do. Sorry, bot detected spam. Damn. Ah, god damn it. So we'll lose 500 on that. Oh, I should have done it anyway. Dah. I was worried it was going to be Labyrinth Wall or Millennium Shield. Sorry, but I added a new term to the block list. I didn't know it could do that. I think that's the first time I've seen it come up with it. Yeah. What was it? The new term is best viewers on has now been banned. Not Sabersaurus. Write that down. Make sure you never use the term best viewers on. You'll get banned apparently. Yeah, let's just hand wipe here. I just realised, oh god, my voice. What is that like piece of cake Leah has in her name? R/place 2023. Actually, maybe safer putting this on first. Easy given the Cerebot head pets. I'm just pouring tea out to try and fix my voice. Damn, I've accidentally outed her, the Redditor, apparently. If I get affiliate, does that mean I have to make my own, or maybe not make my own, but get my own emotes? I guess I don't have to, but you know what I mean. It'll be like new mission, make emotes. Oh. You know what, let's take a gamble. If anything, at least it will just waste one turn for each turns. Okay, never fixed it. Excellent. Yeah, I'll have to do channel points as well. I don't even know what I want for those. Because I was kind of planning to like leave that. What is that face doing? Okay. I was kind of hoping to like get that stuff over time with like a community. But oh my god. No. Oh, I can't even get over that. Oh, right. You know what? We have a solution. There we go. Easy peasy. Hmm. Is that a dragon? I don't think that actually counts as just... Oh no, it's Thunder Dragon's the only one that gets a bonus from water. Yeah, when in doubt, just destroy everything. What? He was lucky we had that in our hand there, man. It just really wants me to use all these Thunder Dragons. Is that an attack? Oh, it is an attack, but I thought it was baiting me with the face down Gate Guardian again. Do any of you watch My Hero Academia? Or planning on watching it? I watched a good portion of the first season. Are you planning on ever finishing it? Because it is finished now. That was the last episode out this week, I think. I think they're planning an OVA special, but the main story's done now. Nah. Alright, I won't say anything then. I just watched like the last season last night. It's just on my mind. I think the pacing of it was weird because every other season's multiple, like 24 episodes, right? And the last one was like half for some reason. Kinda weird. Back on Titan. So yeah, let's try and get Meteor Dragon out before we use all of these equips. that was the like high priest guy we beat. Cause we're fighting Kaiba now. Have you heard about the last season of Attack on Titan? Oh yeah, we're not getting over that. Well, the only thing I was really wanting to say is I just find the last season very sad. Oh, it was just extremely sad. Like it was meant to be like this. Oh, we finally did it, but it just felt really sad. But of course, now if I had Thunder Dragon, I'd be good. No thing is, I'm going to need 2 equips now, aren't I? Oh, I may as well gamble. Let's go, gamble time. Which one, Attacking Titan, goes off the rails? Oh my god, we've done it. We've done it. Right, we can't attack because I've got a feeling that's widespread rune. If we get one more equipped, it'd be perfect. We just need one more equipped. He won't attack at least. I need to dump a lot of junk. Let me check what the actual like wording of widespread rune is. I don't know if I need to be like a certain attack level. Okay. So I don't need to summon that, I can just... Right, hopefully this gets... Yep, okay. Taking a bit of a gamble there that would actually have done it. I'll keep this just in case. The thing with the Attacking Titan one, it is quite a tragic ending, I will say. Tragedy. How many bloody white traps are you saying, man? Jeez. Right, get Thunder Dragon out. I'm just trying to find one equip here. I hope this is... Nope. Okay, it's not widespread rune then. Shit. Oh, was that low? Maybe I should have attacked his face down rather than one of the big ones. I didn't realise I was so low in health. Too busy thinking about the depressing world of anime apathy. Campaign. I think I'm going to be sad when One Piece ends. You know, my hero ending left me sad. Now I'm like one. Naruto left me a bit sad. I'm just like, man, One Piece is going to hit so hard with me. No, it's not a bad end. You know, is there I'm trying to think if there's an anime that I actually like felt good about when it ended. That's pretty hard thing. Like, surely there must be one. It is also quite hard to just like remember the full list of anime I've watched. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. It's gonna just be like, oh. Because I did start watching One Piece late, but it has still been quite a few years. Because I think I started watching it before I went to university, which was like 10 years ago at this point. I think One Piece has been with me longer than most friendships. What the heck? Jellyfish? Just jellyfish? Yeah, that one will sting then, yeah. It's a funny thing though, because it's like you want the story to end because you like want to see like how everything unfolds, but then once it ends, it's kind of, you know, you're like left with a little like hole, you know, that you're like, oh well, not got that to watch anymore. And geez, it's quite hard to find like good anime these days, because the thing is, right, there's quite a lot out there, but then when I find ones, they either take forever to get new parts or they just never get made because they didn't get enough of an audience, which I guess is probably just bad luck on my part of the ones I've watched end up like that. But even One Punch Man, is not, people don't want it to get a new season now, so it's probably going to die because of how bad that season 3 is. What is Dark Tower? Wait, let me see what jellyfish is. That was literally just a jelly. Don't know what I was expecting. Yeah, the One Punch Man. It's gone. Apparently they changed the story, or they went with like an older version which doesn't match up to the manga now. I'm just like, why would they do this? Why? What was the other funny thing that I watched? Overlord, because I kept seeing Overlord. Was it Overlord? I think. The clips from that series on YouTube, and I was like, you know, I'll check this series out. And then I check it out, and I catch up, I get up to the whatever the last season was, I finish it, and then I'm like, when's the next season coming out? And it's like the author refuses to allow them because of how bad a job they did. And I'm like, I see. Sometimes I feel like I'm just cursed to have bad luck with these things. Dark Tower is a series of novels by Stephen King. That kind of intertwine a bunch of his other novels into one central universe. Legitimately one of his greatest opening lines. I was going to say, I didn't think he did like, what would you call it? Well, I guess you said series. I figured that a lot of his books were just one-off sort of things. Man in the Black. Across the desert into Gunsling Fall. That's the opening line. Where is the Conde? I will say I'm not much of a book person. Oh god. It's just hand wipe, I think. He's too powerful. He's too... Just remembered. I was like, you know, why don't I like books? And then I remember. Oh god. Most are one off shit, and better not be much of a book person. I think the reason I don't like books is when I was trying to learn to read, my family hated trying to teach me to read. doing first? Or just... Because apparently, you know, I'd read a sentence and then I'd see the word in like another sentence and I would forget the word. And I was like really bad. You know, I was like reading one word at a time, really slow. And they would sit and like try and help me, but I think they just gave up one day. But because I like the negative experience of them like freaking out at me all the time, I think that's why I don't like books. It's funny because I could read it in my head now, but there's like always a bit of a disconnect when I try and read out loud still. Oh my god, what the hell is this hand? The Jimmy's will keep that. Was that an attack or defense? Ah, I see. Okay, it's a whole situation again. If I don't really remember about learning to read, I'll have to ask my folks about it. I mean, to be fair, I was in primary school, so I probably was a bit slow in the uptake, but... Which is funny because my sister was like naturally gifted with like reading and writing, and then I was like really gifted with like mathematical stuff. Ah, come on. So I was like, like the complete opposite. She stole all the English skills. Really gotta get better at checking if the cards are on attack or not. I feel like one of my biggest flaws here is just that I keep attacking into things but really considered it properly. One of the other funny things is, see when I'd write essays in high school and I'd ask them to read them over for me. What was it they said, I don't even know if I'd be allowed to say this on Twitch, but they said my essays made them want to unalive themselves. I was just like, jeez. Which was funny because I went to university and they actually thought my essays were good, so I get. I guess it's like the different writing style between like high school and universities. I was like writing very like formally and to the point, and I guess people don't really like reading that kind of stuff. See what I mean about the hands? Like, what is that? Oh, you know, let's just get rid of you as well. Oh yeah, that makes Thunder Dragon. That's true. Okay. Well, at least that's something. I'm thinking I'm just going to put that in defense. There's no way it has anything less than 3,000. Okay, that's not bad, but he can overcome that pretty easily. I'm guessing he can't currently because he didn't summon the Ultimate Dragon that turn. We can always draw it, I guess. Oh. I'm going to just put this on that just to like guarantee he can't overcome it. There we go. Unless he gets Raigeki, I know he plays a few heroes as well. You know, I've actually got a couple of funny stories. Well, they're funny now, but at the time they weren't particularly funny stories about high school English. Oh, it would be first, I guess. It's probably the same card I'm playing now. Yeah. So, I guess the first one would be 1 year in English. What was this like? Was it been third year or fourth? Probably third year, I think. I was in general credit English because you had to take 2 levels of the exam in case you failed the highest one. You could fall back on the lower one. So yeah, let's just. So we get to. I can't remember if this was Christmas or. It was like some sort of break we were coming up for. No, it must have been closer to the end of the year. I can't really think what holiday it would have been. Actually, was it even over? It might have just been over a weekend, which would be worse. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of the year, and the teacher, the head of English, comes into the class, and she's like, "Oh, I've been told that quite a few people in this class haven't submitted like the essays for this year, because like every book or poem we did, you had to like submit like an essay to like get filed into the record of like, oh well, this is like the best essay you wrote on this, so they could like judge what level you were." And so I'm sitting there like, well, I've done all my essays for the year because my parents are quite strict with like school stuff, so I'm like, I've done all the essays, they're all in, no nothing to worry about. But then I get called out to go talk to the head of the English department. I didn't realise it would just be him. And not only am I getting in trouble for like, oh, just like 1 or 2 essays missing, my English teacher somehow lost every essay I did. And then was trying to be like, oh yeah, he just didn't submit any. And I was explaining that to the teacher. I was like, well, I've submitted them all. Like the head, I'm like, well, I've submitted all of them. So I'm like, it's not my fault that you lost them all. But then, of course, it is my fault because they're in charge. Well, it's not my fault, but it's my problem because they're in charge and they don't want to take responsibility. So I have to rewrite like every essay, which is like, I can't remember if it was 5 or 7 different essays in like a couple of days with no notes, because one of the essays I'd handed in was in my class notebook. Because the first draft I do is usually in the notebook. So I had to like redo everything with no notes. Yep, every single one of them, no notes, just from memory. which I did. Which you know, it wasn't like a bad thing because it was kind of like practice for the exam when you think about it. Because in the exam, that's essentially what you have to do. And I guess I did have like the books and I could Google the poems and stuff. The poems weren't too bad, but it's like the books when you're trying to remember a quote from a book and you don't know what page it's on. And it's like the worst. And then anyway, because of this was like the end of third year, so going into fourth year, they have like multiple classes that like this same levels, but there's like I think they had like 3 different higher general English classes, and I was put in the lowest one out of the higher general classes, where they were expecting like most people to do general because I had to rush all these essays and they weren't as good as like the ones I had previously done. So what was I trying to say? I get put in this class and then I'm doing okay. I'm still doing like my credit level, right? So I'm still passing the exams and the prelims exams, and I'm staying at like the credit level. But everyone else in the class I was in did so bad that they changed the whole class to general foundation. And I was trying to be like, well, why am I getting punished if I'm still passing everything? And they just weren't having it because they were like, oh, it's just a fluke that you passed. Great. So I needed higher English. So the only way to get into higher English is you need to get a credit English first, or you can do an intermediate 2 and then higher. But I was wanting to go credit and then straight into higher. So I'm pointing this out like, oh, I need to get into higher English to get into university. So I think the only thing I had like this was my final year English was in university level course where the teacher wanted us to turn in highlighted annotated copy of the book for grading, which I had done. I've never had to do stuff like that, at least. I should probably keep that. This is probably the worst hand I could get because that Thunder Dragon mixes with both of these. So because I was getting marked on a credit level for because you had to do like a speaking portion where you did like a presentation. I got a credit for that. I got a credit for my like there was like a section where you got like an essay you submitted that you made during the year. So I got credit for that one, but then when it came to the exams, I couldn't get a credit mark because they made me take the general foundation exam. So I got the highest general because it's not like A, B, C and D in the UK, it's just you get a credit 3 or a credit 4 kind of thing, or a general 3 and general 4, or that's what it used to be. And so I got the highest general. I got a general 3. So because I got the general 3, it brought down my other marks a little, but I still got the credit, and they still wouldn't let me into higher English because but they were like, oh, you only got a 3 in your exam. And I was like, it's literally the highest I could get. God, school's terrible, isn't it? So what you're saying, so I wrote a essay in class, so I checked out school, went home, spent the day reading the book, annotated everything that went back before the final period to turn it in. Fucking idiot. Damn. That's pretty good. Where's my queen? Oh, perfect. So the highest card this guy can make is this Meteor Dragon. So now you can't get over my cards at least. That word's good sometimes. I don't know how that school stays open, man. The one I went to, because like, it was such a bad place. In my experience, anyway, I guess. Oh my! Why is it? This may be the run. I just have to beat him one more time and it's the same deck again, I think. Oh my god, that's actually going to be it. Damn, I just need to keep talking about English. Okay, this is not fair. Me, I cannot lose. I created the cards. No, I cannot lose. Flashbang. No, one more time. One more game. Okay, so I have no clue what he's going to summon. I'm assuming it's just going to be the same deck, but sounds like it was above school, yeah. I feel like they just didn't care, some of the teachers, you know? Or they only cared about like their favourites. God, is this really the hand you're giving me after that? Keep this, I'll get rid of it. Keeping that in my hand might be a good option. Because then I just need a dragon or a thunder. And that would get me to 3,800, which you wouldn't be able to overcome either. Let's do this. Wait, who's a sore loser? Oh, the guy. Yeah, he's like, no, I cannot pay. Just like 5 blue eyes in one turn. Ah, okay, so he adds that. I can still overcome that as long as I get. Or that works. You know, I'll take it. Right, as long as he doesn't do any shenanigans, this is it. Doing one games. I think it's I've got it set too high because you know how it's like a little slider. I wasn't sure how sensitive it was going to be because I didn't really ever have much people in my chat before. I might have to take that down a bit. Right, I think we just play safe. Always attack with the strong one first. I better go and Pluto. I think Pluto might be safer. Mars? Oh yeah, that'll be what I'm using. Yep. See, that's why we always use a strong one for taking risks this day. Oh god, but if I take a risk this next turn, we could win. Oh, never mind, I can just use this. There we go. GG's, we've done it. We've done it, finally. Finally. I can be free from the suffering of this game. Oh my god. Oh. Quick, tally up the time. Maybe. Oh god, probably like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to maybe this game in total. What is ice water? Like, why is that what I get? Oh, we've done it. No, not again. No. Oh, damn voice acting. I was really hoping that. Just think you were here. So, oh, there's. Oh, that's me. Was I wearing the same thing as Settle? That day, Settle left the ruins, never to be seen again. Egypt was unified once again under the rule of Divine to protect mankind. He ordered the Forbidden Ruins to be buried. Divine became the greatest of pharaohs, bringing prosperity to all he ruled. The Vile Mages were no more. This was the tale of Divine. He who we call Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like they got the lore a little. Yeah, save. We've done it. What time is it? I've still got like 2 hours. Secret number 3,000. Oh wait, is that 3 million? 10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, 37,689,434. Damn, that's a lot of secrets. Oh. Original character design, original. Okay. Just let these credits roll. Julius to the Rose next. I don't actually have that yet. I will put it on the list to get. I did buy a lot of other games first. There was one that I don't think I'm ever going to beat, but it might just be funny to do a one-off. I might put that on just now, just to like mess around with like the last couple of hours. Because I feel like that's probably going to be a one and never touching it again deal. I tried to put my mouse onto the PlayStation screen. I forgot. Alright, let me go get that game. What's the O for? Is it for the game I was getting or for what? Because I don't have Julius to the Rose. Or because I try to like put my mouse on the PlayStation screen. Yeah, the next game. So this was the one that kind of made me do the old games challenge, because I just randomly remembered this game one day. It's called World Tour. So it's like a sort of skateboarding scooter type game. But I've never managed to beat the first level. We just never like understood how the game worked. So I have a feeling this one is going to be, it's just the game is really bad, unfortunately. But I just want to like, give it a chance and see if it is possible. Get past the first level. I can't even skip these credits. I don't know, but I did say it's saved. I don't know if I should wait until the credits are done now. Actually, you know what? I'll leave the credits over today. BRB. That was that perfect time. Oh, okay, I can't do anything while you're stuck. Hey, were you okay? We're just kind of stuck here forever, I think. All right. Well. Oh, no, I saw something move. I saw dots appear for a second. I feel like it's froze. Well, at least I held out until we beat it. I can't believe it froze right there. Unless that is. Unless. Let me. I'll do a reset. I want to see if that actually saved. You know, I was thinking, like, what do you do in this game? Because they've gave, like, the final guys cards you can get for beating them. And I was like, well, why would they do that? Because it's like, once you beat the game, you're kind of done, you know? And if you reset the game, you lose all your cards. But then I remember this has like a two player mode. You put 2 memory cards in and you convert your friends. I've never used that mode, but it'd be interesting to think about, because then the whole point of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is you don't know what your opponent has, but when it switches around, you'd see what your friend has. I don't know if it would really work. Okay, it did save. I like how I'm just missing that one right there. Apparently, if you went back to the drilling grounds after beating 2 of these guys, like the two of the mages, Seto would fight you here. So we missed out on that opportunity. We might have been able to get blue eyes from him there as well. It's too bad I didn't. I realised that too late. Because I beat like 5 of them before we went back. I guess I'll just close. Oh god, my ribs. What the hell? On our system, no screen peaks. Damn. Why did I put it? No, I've not even put the tape back on. Why is it just stuck? There we go. The person I bought this off of on eBay doesn't have the case for it anymore, so it's just in like one of those replacement CD cases. It's in orange, my favourite colour as well. Wait, I'll put World Tour in and I'm going to have to change the title. Good.